Hey everybody, Shay here. Time for a volume delve on Attack on Titan, Volume 2. So I got Volume 1 here just in case I need to remember names, because it's been a very long time. I think about a year? Not quite a year, maybe just under a year. I don't know. But anyways, the point is, started Attack on Titan, Volume 1. I did some deconstructive analysis on it. Just blind reading, of course. That's what you're here for, I hope. And I'm going to be reacting to this manga, so of course be careful with spoilers in the comments below. I have not read anything past Attack on Titan Volume 1. But yes, the Titans are entering the city. We got this moment here with the mouth. Of course, this is the vital moment here, and then the chomp. And we have the sister on another part of the city, not sure of what has happened to, I think I consider him her brother, but Eren. But in any case, so I watched the anime just to kind of see the contrast, the differences between the storytelling and the pacing around both. I enjoyed stuff in the anime in the sense that it filled in some gaps with the storytelling and the character development that did not happen in Volume 1. Maybe it happens in Volume 2. Maybe it happens in the future volumes. I think I got a comment in the reaction episodes that was along those lines, is that they basically have the benefit of being able to see a suite of volumes and then restitch together the scenes so that they can develop these characters further, instead of, how the manga must be doing it, or they'll eventually do it, or I'm not sure what they do with the timeline, but they likely do flashbacks, and then we kind of get the context from the story, from the pacing of the manga, where those flashbacks make sense. But the anime had the opportunity to kind of restitch that so that it embellished some of the characters that get introduced in Volume 1, which I do believe the manga did not take enough time to give us more context around these characters here that make up the main cast, right? So I feel like maybe the anime has some strength there, which I get to take into Volume 2. So little bits and pieces might be spoilered in the sense of I know some of those flashbacky moments. Yes, that's what I said. And but it's not going to really change the pacing and the impact of the manga and the blind reaction itself, because I don't know any of the main plot points. Do I think Eren is dead? Of course I don't. I have my opinions on what I think is going to happen with Eren. I think I kind of alluded to them in the first volume, and I think I might have brought them up in the anime, but I think I gave more context to the manga from my opinion standpoint than I did from the anime, just because I am worried about people spoiling, and so I just want to make sure that people respect that, and so far so good. So let's crack into Volume 2, and we'll see where it goes. I'm not even going to read the titles because I don't even want that to kind of spoil me. Let's just jump right into it. And of course, these are going to be a little bit slower now because I'm gonna record these. I mean, I'm saying in a different way. I'm effectively recording in the same way. I've got a new setup here. My glasses do this weird like green screen reflection thing in my glasses, but I'm like, I got no green in front of me. Damn it. But anyways, we're gonna move forward, and I'm gonna try to cut less, which means there might be some longer pauses while I read. Like right now, this is a big screen, like a page with a lot of content, and I do need to read it. It's going to be boring for all of you, actually. I do feel like I still need to, as I got started these, I'm like, no, I think I still need to edit, because I need to get through this, then share my opinions, But it makes it a lot more work for me, especially if I have to get through a whole manga in a whole volume in one sitting, which is my attempt right now. I don't want to break these apart. I really do want to finish Volume 2. So, let's see what happens. Let me read this. Let me get back to you. I literally broke my own rules. Damn it. Give this a try, number 2. I did notice that this camera right here was causing me problems. I think the wire or the USB port was messy, and it was glitching out, and I caught that a little late. And I've zoomed in this piece right here so you can get a better look at what I'm kind of reading, because I also need to like lift this up like this for me to get a pretty decent like 90-degree eye shot on it, and it's kind of uncomfortable for me to read on an angle like this. Extremely uncomfortable. Like I need new glasses. I need new glasses. COVID really threw off me keeping my eye health in check. So everything's blurry with glasses. Anyways, I'm going to do the best I can, and in case it's going to be a little bit rocky on this return, hopefully y'all don't mind. But of course, this setup, I do enjoy the setup a little bit more, even if I do this on occasion, like lapse into this position. I apologize, but I'll try to keep it in check and kind of give you a view. If anything, if you have this book, of course, follow along. If you want to see the page with more clarity, then, if you have the app or something like that, then of course, follow it along that way, In any case, let's give a summary here. So I like this first page. I was actually a little bit concerned that I would be spoiled, and I wasn't. So they give the summary on Eren. He just got swallowed. We got a summary on Mikasa, that she is currently unaware that Eren was swallowed. We have Armin, the friend. that he's intelligent, but barely passed the what was necessary to get into the Survey Corps. And we have the father once again, which I can't really read that right there, but I think it's Grisha Yeager. So I'm sure he's coming back into the plot. We got a quick summary here on the walls. We are in wall rows. But in any case, the Titans have broke through the wall because of this Titan right here. Because, and I don't know if I had the name Colossus Titan. I do know the Titans eventually get names. That was in the comment in the earlier uploads. But and I assumed he was a Colossus. I mean, he's a Colossus. He's 50 meters tall. He's the biggest of them. Most of them are 3 to 15 meters high. But this one kind of threw everything off and was able to breach that outer wall and force everyone into wall rows. Okay, so that's the summary of Volume 1 and gets us to go into here. Now, I've read 3 pages here before I had to like retweak the setup here. So I am stuttering a lot as I'm kind of getting back into the flow of things. I want to try to avoid just reading scenes out as I go. It's just very awkward for me, but I'm having trouble expressing my thoughts while reading. You know, it's not like a reaction video. For videos where you're consuming the stuff, but you're able to like talk over it and stuff like, or I am able to talk over it and have my active thoughts like going at an equal pace. When I'm reading, there's a lot of extra stuff I'm absorbing when I'm reading, because I'm not just reading the words on the page, but because I have the art background and an English background, I like looking at the line work. I like to see how the layout works. I like to see how the flow, like these balls get shot. But we flip the camera, and my brain is doing all of the. And I'm a big comic fan, so I've studied the hell out of comics and pacing and what page flips mean and what panel moves mean. And so I like to think of all of this from a cinematographic perspective, anyways. I got to get lost in that, and I don't know how to snap out of it with commentary as I go. But hopefully it's all cool and you all are going to adapt to that along the way. I want to make these quicker, which means I want to edit less. But I don't know how to do that when I have to read. Outside of like, I just go I pause as I read, and then I share my comments after I'm done a spread or something like that. You know what I mean? So if I have something to interject with, like when there's no words here, I can, but am I just describing scenes to you? I don't know if that's going to be like useful for anybody out there. You know what I'm saying? So I can move forward as I kind of try to parallel read, but I have hyperfocus as well. So it's just very difficult for me to switch. When I'm in cinematic mode here, I can't switch gears. And actually, these words just look like blurs on the page. They just look like lines. They don't look like words to me anymore. Wall defense is trying to hold off these Titans here, try to buy some time. And these people, they're struggling up here. So you got a daughter and a wife behind the wall, aren't they? Okay, but they don't seem to be going down with these shots, though. I mean, that's the thing. Like, you can take off. Well, if you sever their neck, it's the only way to take them out. Otherwise, they don't give a shit. They're just gonna keep going. This guy got his whole face fried off. You don't care. You don't give a shit. Kicks in the gate here, and they're flooding through. Yeah, and they're going for the defense. So we got some Titans walking through. We got the half chomped there, half chomped body. It's unfortunate. All right. Yeah, it's looking pretty sparse as they push people back and retreat. They keep proceeding. They're all freaking out. This is, I see it starts with a C, Connie. So we have Connie. So she's trying to shake Armin out of it. Well, of course, he just saw Eren get swallowed. So it looks like they're all convening on one roof here. They're bringing the troop back together. I mean, this is effectively the Act 1 of this volume, right? I'll be talking about narrative patterns the same as I did for Volume 1, right? And the other manga delves on this channel, brought back to this channel, but you know what I mean? But right now I'm kind of, I don't even want to count the chapters. I just want to go for the first, like the reveal of Eren. I want that to just play out naturally and blind. And then I'm going to try to retroactively go back and think through things. But this is our Act 1. This is our setup for this volume. And right now the volume is, Eren got swallowed, and I don't believe that's the end of that story. But we have to get the setup, which is going to be the first 25% of this volume, right? So it's maybe 1 or 2 of the chapters. And it's also important to kind of address how the B characters, the supporting characters, the cast, comes into play. So we're bringing them all together here. So he's witnessed some crazy shit. We got a bitch here. Hey, leave it, Connie. They've been wiped out except for this guy. Wait, shut up. Armin didn't say anything about that. Look around. It's obvious, idiot. And we don't have any more time to pamper him. And here I am reading out loud. So that's the point. Because I'm trying to pan it. Anyways, why is Armin the only one who made it? Don't say why is he the only one who made it. That comes off like pretty harsh. They probably thought he was already a corpse. I'm sorry he encountered multiple Titans. Who is this? Who's this bitch? Wait a minute. I think she's a no-name. She's not part of these people here. The hell is this? Yeah, I don't think I know who this character is. Oh, I'm gonna go with that right now. Hey, you stupid bitch. Yeah, see? Speaking my language. How about I make it so you never say a damn word again? Both of you stop it. Okay, now we have... Alright, folks. It's gonna have to... It's gonna have to happen. There we go. This is Krista. Yeah. So we got Krista coming into the picture here. Everyone is frazzled. Was I off screen? It's gonna happen. Just hang in there, folks. We're all gonna get through this together. Jesus, like I'm fighting a mental titan. Okay, I mean, suddenly a bunch of our friends are dead. Of course he's upset. She's licking him. Why is she licking her? Someone's licking her. That's my Krista. After this mission is over, marry me. True. She's clowning around even more than usual. True? She's clowning around more than usual? What is that supposed to mean? Because that's the way she handles things? She gets nervous? I don't know. Anyway, we just can't leave him here. Can he stand up? Oh, I'm sorry I caused problems. I'll meet up with the rear guard. Oh, that's Armin? Yeah, because he's running off. Okay. Let's go, Connie. Orders are move forward. Okay, this is okay. Oh, I see. Oh, it's Armin going nuts. Oh, he's going for it. He's going epic action hero right now. What's going on? No, that's wrong. It hasn't been. Okay, become the hell. Okay. I've just misunderstood up until now. This world has always been hell. The strong eat the weak. The world's so easy to understand. It's almost obliging. Not the word I expected to read in that sentence. That's almost, I don't know, any other word but obliging. What's obliging? Obliging. Did I read that right? There's no way I read that right. Pretty sure that says obliging. It's almost obliging. All right. Let's move on then. Oh, Black Panels flashback. Thank you, everybody, for training me. The training the noob along the way. It's appreciated. So, stomping on books. Oh, let's be a bully on the smarty. Except, in this world, my friends try to be strong. Well, oh, that's when he's stuck because of Eren sticking up for him. They saved me, the weak. I couldn't bear that. To the two of them, I was someone to be protected. That way, he went for. See, that's a flashback. That was it in the anime. No, I think that this was more. I mean, I don't remember the book scene, but there's potentially. I feel like it was probably a little bit more embellished in the anime. I want to be strong like them. I want to live in this world as they do. Yeah, and that's why he went for this. The survey stuff. Yeah. So, and because of that, this happened. It's all my fault. Franz is breathing. Franz isn't breathing. He's one of the guys, I'm pretty sure. Where's Franz? Franz isn't one of our guys. I may be missing some people. I mean, there's a very good chance. There was a lot of characters that were introduced, and really about like Volume 2 should be about giving us a bit more of that Act 2 context around the supporting cast, and they have to embellish. They have to kind of increase their value to a point where I don't have to say who's this again, who's it, like that should be. This is all part of what this particular volume, the entire volume, I feel like is going to. I believe, I'm speculating right now, they're going to focus more on the supporting cast, and maybe we only get an Eren story at the end of this. I'm not sure. Like that's going to be the reveal, like at 75% mark or something like that. You know, just give us some time with these other characters, and see how they feel, see what they think, see how they interact with each other. Give them some depth so that they become more fleshed out subconsciously as you read. So I've been trying to resuscitate him, but no matter how many times I try, it's dangerous down here. We gotta. Okay, I can't leave Franz here. Not like this, but Franz is. Did I remember? I remember someone getting chopped in half. Oh my gosh. Oh, she's also having a moment. Not exactly thinking straight. Did you look now, bro? Did you like? He's dead. He's dead. All right, enough. Stop it. It won't do any good. Yeah, they're all like they're dealing with shock in different ways, I mean, that's Annie. Okay, so we got a character that is a name character. So I'm gonna see what happens there. Okay, we got people punching each other. Why? Why are people freaking out? Probably to get through the gates or something. Hey, you guys, you know what's going on here, right? We're doing this because we know. And if you want to get past this wall, you'll help us. What? Is it because it's jammed? You stop at the carrier, can't get through. Yeah, that's what it is. They got to get through or they're going to get screwed. What the hell are you... What the hell are you thinking? People are supposed to go through first. Oh, shit. They clogged up the entryway. Dummies. What are you doing? Oh, jeez. Arrest them. I mean, yeah, I don't know if arrests are really going to be working out when people are fleeing for their life. You know what I mean? But just try a grunt. So everyone's going freaking out. I mean, at this point. I mean, there's a way to handle this. But it's like, that's going to wreck things. Okay, I'm the boss of this town's shopping district. Who do you think pays for the food you sold your shit out? Wow. Can you prepare the money to feed this town's soldiers? Just keep pushing. This cargo is worth more than all of your wretched lives combined. But help me, and I'll show my appreciation afterwards. Oh, damn. All right, well, here we go. We got some class situation going on here. Be all right. Father's killing the Titans, the cannons. Oh, I see. So that's the father, the mother, the daughter that got referenced early on. You got a wife and daughter in there, don't you? Yeah. Over there. Okay, a Titan right over there. Okay, they're gonna start freaking out, I'm sure. Get the carrier out of the way. Everyone's freaking out. All the panels are getting all lopsided because, of course, that's what I love about manga. They make the captions part of the action and the design of the panel, the drawing. It's the art is the captions as well, and that's less likely to be the case in Western comics. Anyone doesn't want to die, push the carrier. Here he comes. Shit, why is it ignoring us and heading straight towards the town folk? Well, I mean, that's where all the food for them would be, right? Like, well, that's some irony. Actually, just can't. Let's save the food by turning all these people into food. Yes, good job, smartass. Shit, why is it ignoring us and heading straight to the townsfolk? Okay. Oh, it's one of the abnormals. What does that mean? It's pointless even thinking about it. It's one of the abnormals. Damn it, it's fast. We're the elite troops, and even we can't catch up with it. It's one of the abnormals. Away it goes. In it comes. And zip. What are we throwing here? Some zip lines? Something to get the attention maybe? Oh shit. Oh, he sliced them. Oh, there goes the neck. Oh, and kablumo. Down you go. Was that Mikasa? Wait, who is this? That was Mikasa, right? I have to imagine that was Mikasa. Coming in hot. Bam! Mikasa. Of course it was Mikasa. Number 1 of the class. Is she going to give these people shite? I thought the evacuation was going slowly. What are you doing? My comrades are dying. You townsfolk haven't finished evacuating, so we're fighting the Titans and dying. That's natural, isn't it? Your duty to dedicate your hearts to protect the lives and fortunes of this town, of the townspeople. What a piece of work this fucker is. Oh, I guess we're swearing in this. Okay, that's fine. People are getting sliced up and dead. Oh, guys, come on. This isn't for children. YouTube. You understand? Don't be full of yourself. Just because your freeloaders are coming in handy for the first time in 100 years. Jeez, man. I mean, keep this guy in the back lines, huh? It's not. Oh, I think I just saw the camera glitch. God damn it. Anyways, we'll just keep moving. How long has that been happening? God damn it. Nothing works right when I return after this much time off. If you think it's natural for people to die for other people, then I'm sure you'll understand how your one precious life could save the lives of many. Whoa, here she goes. That's not like I wasn't thinking it. Just try it. I'm the boss of this town's shopping district, and I go way back with your employer. A single comment from me can decide. Dumbass, she just threatened your life. There won't be a comment from you, dummy. How can a corpse say anything? Yes. Well, yes. That's how it should roll. Back the carrier up. What a piece of work. Like, for real. Like, if it didn't go through, like, there's no pushing that's gonna get that through. Make it thinner. There go the people. Okay, thank you, miss. There they go. We're all safe. Thank you. I'm very grateful. All right. Well, let's see if your husband makes it. The hell is... What's going on? What? Sometimes I have trouble, like, just seeing what the art is actually doing. That's where the anime would like to come in handy and, like, just be more visually explicit. Like, right now, I mean, did she kill another one? I have to assume that's a cut on the neck, and that's it falling down. But it doesn't have a bottom body, though. Unless it's a Titan without a bottom body. In my haste, I blunted my blade in just one attack. Blunted my blade in just one attack. I'll be more careful from now on. So how can she be calm when it's a matter of life and death? What has she been through? So it could be. Oh, and then so I mean, you know, it's alluded to that already. She's lost people, and that's why she got taken in. She likely got a flashback there. Why am I remembering it at a time like this? So 8:44. Throb, a heartbeat. Oh, Birds of the Bee talks. Hey, Mom, how do you make a child? Ask your father. Say, Dad. Oh, I'm a little hazy on the details myself, but Dr. Yeager should be here soon, so why don't we try asking him? Well, speak of the devil. Oh, that's an interesting line to use, although... I mean, it might be subtextual. I mean, I don't know. What's in the basement? Yeager? Anyways, that's right. She's your age. Okay, so this is how the families knew each other before. Well, okay, so now we're going to get the context as to why they took her in. Why they took in Mikasa. There aren't any other children around here, so make friends with her. I mean, depending on what she does, you see, Eren, that attitude is why you only have one friend. Maybe they're not home. Mr. Ackerman, it's Yeager. Is anyone home? So this happened on... What the hell? What? Wait, what? That's a very awkward transition scene. They were definitely eating. That's the scene that plays out. Something happened between this moment and when they arrived. And they're in the middle of nowhere. And there it is. All right. Cliffhanger on volume 1. What do we have here? This illustration gives a sense of the extent... I don't know how much you cannot read there, but of territory left to the human race, and it's not an accurate depiction of the size of the towns and walls. Whatever lies outside the outermost wall Maria, is still unknown, and this cannot be portrayed accurately. The center of the human domain is at higher elevation than the rest of the territory, with rivers beginning there and flowing outwards. The human domain is blessed with natural resources such as water, minerals, and natural gas. A broad scale illustration of the human domain. Yeah, that's the whole land around it. And then it starts to go into a fog of war. Attack on Titan. Alright, now we're going to get into the father. Here we go. Damn it, no good. They've both been dead for some time now. Was the girl Mikasa around? No. I see. What? Was she around? She was in the scene though, but I mean, we know. I'm going to call in military police. Search of the area. Okay, you wait at the base of the mountain. So they were on the outskirts? I mean, that would have to be... Oh, all the trees. Remember the opening of Volume 1? It was like a flashback and there were a bunch of trees around. That flashback just happened in my brain. That's why. Imprint. That's why I need time. Then I'll see all the patterns. I won't see all the patterns, but I can generally catch repetition, since I'm wired to kind of look for it implicitly at this point with narrative. The world that the girl saw. So she's seen something that probably no one else knows yet. So her it's cold. Wait, are her hands tied behind her back? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. This is like the shenanigans. Positive we're gonna sell this one off. So that's interesting. I mean, we went through a lot of trouble. Killing her parents just to snatch her. Take a good look at her face. Pretty, but she's still a little kid. I'm not interested in that kind of stuff. I didn't ask you about your preferences, dumbass. She's Asian. What the fuck? A long time ago, there were different kinds of people, and she's the last descendant of the family that escaped to the wall from this place called Asia. What? Oh my gosh. Okay. We're going to auction her off to the rich. What the hell is... Oh, this is a whole different plot line that I never anticipated for sure. So, underground market. All the other Asians are wiped out? Poor old man didn't look like some Asian. She's no pureblood. You're goddamn right. It was her mom that had the real value. But you panicked and killed the bitch. Well, what was I gonna do? She put up a fight. Oh boy. Okay, it gets the door. Or they think it's Yeager. And then he gets stabbed. Part of the intrusion. And then she grabs something. Listen, just as you say, unless you want to get your head split open with this. She goes in with a stabby stab. And of course, that ends that. Things are pretty frantic. She's freaking out to get the hell out. No. What the hell did you do that for, you idiot? I told you we were only going to kill the dad, but the bitch went for me. Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh, wow. That got dark real quick. Real quick. I mean, I imagine something terrible happened, but the extra context behind the reasons are pretty rough. Should I have run too? A place without you and Dad? It's too cold for me to survive. Is anyone home? Is anyone home? Oh, I see. Hey, brat. Okay, so okay. I was lost in the woods, and I saw this cabin. You should know better than that. I mean, a kid walking through the forest alone? There are scary wolves in the forest. But you've got nothing to worry about now. We'll take good care of you. Thanks, mister. I know. So die, you bastard. And he kills them. So even at his age, he came in like swinging. He came in wrecking. I don't believe it. Really? No shit. He's got a broom with a knife at the end of it. What the... Wait, but he's still young still, right? Like, I mean, I guess was he still already training or something? Oh, he's going in there. He's wrecking. He's wrecking. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's like an animal. Oh, you animal. What are the odds? Never get... This is only... Well, I mean, I know where I'm going. I know what I'm thinking when I'm saying that. So, I mean, that might be the subtext. This is what should happen to you. I mean, his eyes go all freaky. So it looks like he's in a whole different zone, you know, when he's doing this kind of stuff. And it's definitely not the Eren we get introduced to at the beginning of Volume 1. So I think there was a mode switch that might have triggered there or something. It's okay now. You can relax. Maybe this is where she... Oh, shit. Okay, gets punched. Did you do it? Ow. This could only go one way. So he's basically fight, damn it. So that's probably where she gets the motivation to then continue. That's why she has to fight for it and to protect Eren. Oh, and they both kind of helped each other at the end of the day. So they are bound by blood, to be honest. So I could see where that's where that whole thing connects. And she's dedicated to him. It's like, yeah, blood siblings. If you don't fight, we're going to die, little brat. If you win, we live. What the hell were you thinking, you little shit? If you don't fight, we can't win. Grabs the blade. I'm just nervous. I can't. Then I remembered. I've seen this scene before. What the hell is that? I can't really see. I don't know what that is. I don't even know what that's showing. Is that a butterfly? Is that a praying? Is that an insect? Is that like, what is that? I don't even know what this is. Over and over again. Oh, yep, there it is. The wings of praying mantis. Nice guess there. Nice. I mean, oh, she saw this before. Well, I mean, the bird symbology coming back. Sorry, back sequential. That's right. I mean, maybe that's not a praying mantis. I don't remember them having wings like this. So maybe something else. No, that's a praying mantis. This world. Brings home a duck. It's cruel. It hit me that living was like a miracle. And in that instant, my body stopped trembling. For that moment, I was able to perfectly fight, control myself. Fight. I thought I could do anything. Oh, what the hell? Wait, did she just trip on the floorboard? Is that what just happened? She tripped on a floorboard. Wait, she tripped on a floorboard? I don't know what. He's definitely got something in the back, so one stab right through the heart. Those children did all this. I told you to wait for me at the base of the mountain. What did you... Do you have any idea what you did? I stopped dangerous beasts. They only happened to resemble humans. Eren, if I hadn't shown up, they would have been gone by the time the military police brigade had arrived. The MPS would never have made it in time. Even so, Eren, you were just lucky. You should never have acted with such disregard for your own life. But I wanted to help her quickly. I met you several times when you were still little, but Dr. Yeager, where should I go from here? Well, you know the answer to that. It's cold. There's no place for me to go home to anymore. Oh, he gives her his scarf. You can have this. It's warm, right? It's warm. All right, there you go. So now we have the connection with the scarf. Let's hurry up and go home to our house. Okay, let's go home. This is a cruel world, and only the winners survive. She became cold-hearted. Nasty jaws, man. Away she goes. There goes another one. Bam. Systematic. Execution. The evacuation bell hasn't sounded yet. In this world, I've got a place to go home to. Eren, as long as you're around, I can do anything. Little do you know, and you don't, that Eren was consumed by a Titan. What is all this? Shell. So the goal is to kill the Titans with... Oh. Wait, you can't kill them with other things? If the Titan's weak point can be hit, it's possible to bring them down with one shot. However, when firing at a moving target with an unrifled cannon, accuracy is low, so aiming and hitting the creatures at precise spot is very difficult. The outcome is usually unsuccessful. We got the rail cannon. Must be secured firmly when firing, or else the whole battery itself will be blown backwards. That's probably going to come up. I can see that. I mean, why mention it if it's not going to have some narrative consequence later on? I'm not sure. I mean, this should kind of an appendix, but still, if you're thinking about things like this, yeah, maybe it matters. I'm not sure. Once the target is locked on, the battery is secured to the rails. These necessary actions diminish the speed of firing. Of course. We got the grape shot. I see soldiers mainly use this for artillery purposes before it comes to close quarter combat. It's not very effective at killing the Titans, but it does slow them down to an extent. That was one we saw earlier on, where it just releases all of these balls at the same time. And we have a design for the cannons. I'm assuming that's the blowback that happens when it... That's why it's got to be secured. Before the era of vertical maneuvering gear, cannons were the main anti-Titan weapon, but they lacked mobility and were extremely difficult to use in a ground war. On the other hand, the wall's defense has been improved through the installation of mounted cannons. All right. The difference between these and the traditional mobile cannons is that the mounted model has the ability to fire vertically, downwards. Their structure also mitigates recoil. Oh, I see. That's on the outer wall there, because they weren't as tall as the wall, so they might be idiotically mushed up against the wall here, because they low intelligence, and then they would just blast them right in the head, I suppose, and hope to blow off their head at that sever point. I would imagine that's the only way that those cannons would be effective. All right, we are on the next chapter. So that's it. We're done for. Okay, we got the group here. Small blade, kind of corralled in a fortification. Yeah, that's a cool little way of doing it. So they multiple tables like move together. They create this kind of I don't know how that would help them. If a Titan got in there with just a hand, done. Oh, I mean, yeah. So, I mean, are they that tasty that all of them are Going for it. There's people in there. I want one. I want one. I want one. Oh, no. Jesus. All right. What good is that going to do? And he puts it in his... Did they imagine that? Or did that actually happen? Because, what? No. No way. Was that a no-name? That wasn't a no-name. Man. I don't think that was a no-name, but that could only have been... Oh, Jean? That wasn't Jean. That wasn't Connie. I mean, it's the hairline. The hairline is the only way I would be able to determine this, or it's a no-name. So it's Jean. Jean's got the hairline here. See, that's the thing. I barely learned anything about Jean. And now he's just these little... He's done. Taking him out of the running. Wait, has he? Is this flashback? I'm so confused. What have I done? So he blows right out. And here she goes. All right. Zoom, coming in. She's at the top, doing a scope of the scene here. They must have heard the bell that signaled temporary evac. Why isn't everybody scaling the wall? Why isn't everybody scaling the wall? Armin. Oh, she goes back. Oh, yeah. That's shit. What do we do? Wait. So it was a flashback? Or it was a vision, but it didn't actually happen? There isn't anything to do. The order to evacuate finally came, but we're out of gas and unable to climb the wall. I guess we're all dead, thanks to these cowards. I can understand their feelings, that they lost the will to fight. But they shouldn't have abandoned their supply mission and hold up in there, in HQ. The Titans are gathering, so we can't get over there to replenish our gas. The only thing we can do is risk it all to kill the swarming Titans over there. That's Connie. The result's going to be the same. We just sit around here. The Titans will be all over us here too. Take command of this desperate operation to take these guys out. So why show this scene? Did they show us something that happens at the end of this chapter? This is where they end up, because that looks like it happened. I'm having a continuity bust right now. Like, I'm not sure, because we know they're kind of swarming, and that's the scene right there, but it's right there. No, and then they kind of reach in. And so before they take him, he shoots. So I think we got like a forward. We got a flash forward that this all goes to shit, and it's gonna end. It's gonna end shitty, or it could end shitty. We're just gonna find out how they maybe don't end it shitty. Now let me take a break here because I'm about halfway through. So we should be at an Act 2A to 2B. So these first parts here is in an Act 2A scenario is you're getting context on a supporting character or a B plot, in which we did. We got the Mikasa storyline. So far the main idea or theme of this is, of course, the evacuation, which would be our Act 1, right? So that would be the first volume, or the first chapter we read through. And then we go into the Mikasa, which is like an Act 2B, is where they start going to, okay, we know what needs to be done, but usually it also deviates and tells a little bit about a B story. And we got the Mikasa backstory, which of course informs then where this is going to go, because Mikasa looks like she's taken over the narrative from a protagonist perspective. She's going to carry the quest here, which is defined in the first act. So the first act is you got to get everyone out of here. We got the advance guard is getting screwed. People are the thing with the merchant was blocking the thing. So that was kind of the challenge. And so in an Act 1 going into an Act 2A here, it would have been the call to action. The call to action being very Mikasa driven. She's the one who cleared that obstacle out of the way and got everyone to clear through. And so of course then we do the flashback going into Mikasa. And because they've set up Mikasa in that phase, then I do believe it's going to be very much a focus on Mikasa here. But it's got to, in my opinion, loop back around to Eren, and I'll explain that when I get deeper into the Act 4 of this volume, which would be the end of an Act 2A of the 4-volume set, which is what I'm going to be so far speculating on, is that the first 4 volumes of this series may speculation, and that's the fun part of this for me, may become their own acts. Volume 1 being your Act 1, Volume 2 being your Act 2A, Volume 3 being your Act 2B, and then Volume 4 being your Act 3. And then maybe we're gonna open up into sequential territory. I think that says something along those lines after the first volume. But then each volume has to have its own arc, because you have to kind of sell these, and you have to you got to get people involved in this story as if it's its own pull. Like, it has to pull you through the story in a way that narrative tradition generally does it, and it's via these patterns. And so the journey begins, and the challenge accepted is the second part of your 2A, and the challenge accepted being, well, we got it in her flashback, right? She was no longer afraid. So we got all the themes here. She's no longer afraid. She no longer she felt in that moment that she could do anything, and that really brings us back to here. Like, why is she so? Oh, that's the scarf one. But why is she so calm and able to do this, even though there's all this life and death, which we get right here in the end of an Act 1. Right, like, no doubt about it, she's a natural with her on her in our ranks. How can she be so calm when it's a matter of life and death? And of course, we get the context behind that, which is our challenge accepted. She has to be calm when she has to kind of, now we know what that was meant for, right? Narratively, that was a setup for us to now take that narrative sensibility and take it to this problem right now. I use a pattern called higher stakes, which I sometimes refer to as the Spider-Man pattern, because it makes it easier to remember, and it's a greater responsibility, greater power, greater responsibility, and with that comes greater confidence. And I do believe that's what we're going to get at the beginning of right here. So the Act 2B kickoff is somehow bringing all of this together, getting them out of this problem right here, which is your higher stakes pattern at the end of an Act 2A. Halfway through the volume. And then the second part of this, or the second part of an Act 2B, would be something I call Time of Trouble. And of course, that's where the shit hits the fan, is another easy way to think of that. Is like, everything's going to kind of get crazy. All is lost. Probably more people are going to be lost. I mean, I'm seeing this right here. Like I said, I don't know where this fits, but maybe if that's how this ends, maybe they can turn that around. I'm not sure. Maybe it gets worse. Like, this has to get worse somewhere around here. This has to get worse. And then we're going to have that the catalyst, the pinnacle crest that takes us into an Act 3. So, okay, so with that, let's move on. After just kind of taking a break there to get my head set on straight, because like, I was getting super immersed in this and just rolling through. But I do need to take some breaks sometimes just to think that through, so that when I'm reacting and analyzing this stuff, and that's hopefully the content I can offer to all of you. And me doing it blind shows that it's not necessarily like a hindsight thing. I mean, the fun is that you know, for me, so it's not like me spoiling myself. I don't know what I'm talking about until I know what happens, you know. But I can speculate on it to see. Just, it's kind of exercise for me to understand how patterns work in different cultures, even because manga is a whole different. I'm a noob here, and I know these are serialized, you know, but I want to believe that they're marketed in a certain way for these to be as famous as they are and make as much money as they do commercially. It has to connect with people very easily. And how do you do that? Narrative patterns. That's kind of my hypothesis of life at this point, and I'm kind of dedicating myself to kind of evaluating things along those lines. With that, okay, derailment aside, let's move on. So if everybody works together, I just talked about that, and I skipped the page, but that's effectively where I see this going. Well, I guess that doesn't matter, since even with a leader, we wouldn't be able to do anything against these Titans. So that's your like false defeat right there, right? Did I talk about that? It's the what I call the false victory or the false defeat, right? Is you kind of have a win here. Like, you've cleared, the people are getting evacuated now. I mean, it happened a while ago now, but we know that's happening, right? People are getting evacuated, but now they're stranded. They have no gas. Well, now it's like everything is lost anyways, right? Like, what are you supposed to do against this? Okay, I bet there are 3 to 4 meter tall Titans in the supply room. 2, of course, it'd be impossible to move around in those conditions. So that's 10 to 13 feet. No way you think. Sigh. It was a boring life. I guess if it's going to end like this, I might as well say, let's do it, everyone. Come on your feet. So I mean, like, who said that? The guy who literally I just saw blow his brains out? Braun? Sorry, I gotta do this. Sorry, not Braun. Jean. That can only be Jean as far as I'm aware. It's not Braun. Anyways, Braun. The hairstyles need to be a little bit different. Okay, if everybody works together, I'm sure we'll make it. Well, I like her. She's Sasha. She's a quirky one. I remember that one. I'll take Vanguard. If everyone Armin, help me fire everyone up. Oh, they gotta be like they're like the cheerleader squad. Help me be a cheerleader. It's the blonde hair and the jackets. I haven't really paid attention to see if anything else is identifying them, but when they're drawn small like this, it makes it hard. So it's Connie, I'm guessing. It's Connie. It's the Braun. God, Jean and Braun. Yeah, Rainer, what should we do? We wait, at least until they gather round. There's no way, no matter how you look at it, we can't get out of this town and we'll be exterminated. It's not like we're not prepared to die, but what the hell are we dying for? I thought you were with a rear guard. Annie. So Annie. Who's Annie? Who's Annie? Shit. That's right. Annie is Ponytail Girl. Okay. Same. Okay, so here she comes. Mikasa. I can't. How can I look at her? What could I say to Mikasa? All I've done is pointlessly survived. It would never be. It would have been better if he was dead. If we died together then. If we died together then. If we died? Armin, are you hurt? Are you alright? Where's Eren? Starts crying. She knows what's up. In training court, Squad 34. Thomas Wagner. Nak Tyus. Milas. Okay, these are names I did not run into. So he had a squad of no-namers and they got wrecked. Mina, Carolina, Eren Yeager. Those 5 carried out their mission and died bravely in battle. So almost everyone in Squad 34 was wiped out. And the same thing will happen to us if we clash with the Titans. Clash with the Titans. It wrote. Clash with the Titans. Nice. Wonder if that was a translation call out. I'm sorry, Mikasa. Eren gave his life to save me. I couldn't do anything. I'm sorry. Armin. Calm down. This is no time to be getting sentimental. Mikasa. Now stand up. Marco Polo. What do I do? Why do I have to do that? It's fucking impulse. If we eliminate the Titans that are swarming around HQ, we'll all be able to fill up on gas and scale the wall. Am I wrong? No. You're right. Here it goes. Here's the turnaround. See where we are? Alright. Let's move on. But even with you there, against that many of them, I can do it. Huh? I'm strong. Stronger than all of you. Extremely strong. Wait. What are you doing? And that's why I'll be able to drive the enemy out of here, even on my own. I mean, I thought he was saying it. But no, that's Mikasa. Speaking like a number 1. But I guess all of you are useless, cowardly, pathetic. It's really too bad. Stay here and suck your thumbs while you watch me. Mikasa, what are you saying? Maybe that's her curve, you know what I mean? Just give her time. You mean to engage all of those Titans yourself? It's impossible. If I can't do it, I'll just die. But if I win, I live. Call back. Mirror pattern. No, it's not a mirror pattern, but repetition pattern. And if I don't fight, I can't win. This manga does it a lot. I don't know if that's just a manga thing to do. I can't remember if Demon Slayer did it a lot. I feel like Demon Slayer Volume 1 did it as well. But I believe Attack on Titan absolutely did it in Volume 1 with the bird metaphors coming from Eren. Felt like it was a through line to me that I really had to pay attention to. My God, there's like the green. Look at my glasses right now. It's so distracting to me when I look up at you all. Maybe I got it. No, I can't. There's no way for me to do this without it like screwing up. Cause stop. Anyways, but it's doing it again. Oh God, I can't. It's so distracting. But I can't read with all my glasses. Help! Everybody, help! How do I do this? How do I get rid of this? Well, I can't. There's some things you just have to accept in life. Anyways, and if I don't fight, I can't win. Hey. You've got to work. What? You've got to work on your vocabulary. I bet you meant for that to get us all fired up. Eren, this is your fault. I mean, that's the point. I think that's how it came across for sure. Hey, were we taught to let one of our own fight alone? All of you really will make cowards of yourselves. Okay, well, having a thought. Okay, now they all. So she has a sort of Eren moment. I think neither of them are really good at this though. Like neither of them really have the vocabulary to be charismatic leaders. You know what I mean? But maybe that's where we need to get to. You know, this is early. Hey, cowards, wimps, dummies. Look at them. Damn it. All right, I'm game. Yeah! Call to action. There you go. So this is the greater confidence moment. And that's it. That kicks off the higher stakes. So we, in my opinion, have effectively crossed over into an Act 2B, which is effectively, I mean, it feels pretty 50% to me. So Act 2B, let's focus on this. This is higher stakes in time of trouble. So shit's going to go south. So things are going to escalate. Things are going to go crazy and wild. But I expect there to be, of course, I mean, a time of trouble. Higher stakes, of course, responsibility. So they just got it right here. They got the pep talk here. That was strange, but it's basically telling them you have a responsibility. You all have a responsibility. So reminding them of that. So we're gonna get a couple pages of that. So this is gonna be what this montage is likely gonna be. So in they go. I'm gonna slash them next here. Follow Mikasa. Anyway, let's make this a short, decisive battle, and get to headquarters before our gas runs out. But Mikasa is amazing. Wait, who's that? Connie? No, I think that's I just can't believe this shit. Krista. That's Krista. How can she move that fast? Actually, she's burning up too much gas. She'll run out soon. No matter how skillful, here it is. No matter how skillful we are, without mobility, we're useless. We're helpless. I knew it. She isn't cool-headed like she always is. She isn't cool-headed like she always is. She's trying to banish her grief by taking action. But at this rate, hey, it's probably gonna be a callback to the part that confused the shit out of me. But because I don't know the value of it, but it's likely gonna come back up as potentially being a parallel here. And it's, do you know where I'm going? Right here. Was she rushing at it so poorly that she broke the floor or something? So she, you know what I mean? Something like that. She could have gone quietly, or she could have stabbed more conveniently, or something like that. But I'm not sure what that is really implying. But it's possibly something like that going on here. And someone's reading into it. Krista is reading into it. Okay, your grief, right here. Before long, she'll. And down she goes. Mikasa has fallen. Okay. I didn't even notice that I was out of gas. There we go. Again. This again. I lost my family again. So she rolls off the roof. Crumple. I remember the plan again. Do I have to start all over again? I remember the pain again. Do I have to start all over again? Here comes a Titan. And yet, cruel world. And yet, so beautiful. Puts a scarf around her. Nah, she'll get out of it. Oh shit, here we go. It was a good life. But, we got a blade. Blade, flashback. Again, awesome parallel. Repetition narrative going on right here. Very nice. I like it. She has a knife, which means she's not empty-handed. She still has a way out of this. She has to fight in order to win, right? Otherwise, we all lose. Fight. We're going to get another flashback here. He keeps saying fight. She grabs the knife. There she is. Against, she's younger. Against like a giant, I guess you kind of see it that way. So parallelism happening right there too. I like it. Oh, she's got two of them. That's more problematic. That's going to be a problem. I'm sorry, Eren. I can't... Wait, I'm sorry, Eren. I can't give up? Well, don't say a sorry. You're just saying I can't give up. That's because of Eren. By the tree, that's a flashback to volume number 1. If I die now, I won't even be able to remember you. Oh, fucking hell. That was some good shit. Hold on. When did your hair get so long? That's messed up, right? Anyways, okay, let's put that away. We're on volume 2 right now, remember? Okay, nice. I like it. I won't even be able to remember you. So no matter what, I'm going to win. Whatever I have to do, I'm going to live. And away she goes. And How did she pull this off? Oh. Wait. Oh, no. No. No, that's not. No, that's not what I. No. No, this is not gonna do what I think it's doing. I think it is. I think it's exactly gonna do what I think it's doing. No. Okay, cause Slammo. Now, this feels like a red herring to me. I mean, you all know what the hell I'm talking about right now, even though I'm not saying it out loud. I'm gonna just let it roll through. But why I find this an interesting narrative approach taken here, which is what threw me off, and I wasn't keen on it going where it went. Hold on. I mean, I felt like I have an idea of like where it was going to go, but because in the first act, the setup, where it's kind of, it fed you some information here that would have like, I mean, I don't know. I'm just going to say what I'm going to say, even though you know what I'm saying, but I don't know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is going to do what I'm saying. But anyways, that we have an aberrant. They talked about this thing being an aberrant, and so I don't know what that meant, and they didn't explain what that meant. But we have a Titan that's just freakishly running in a beeline straight to the people, and why is it ignoring us and heading straight towards the townsfolk? It's one of the abnormals, not aberrants, abnormals. It's pointless even thinking about it. It's one of the abnormals. So there's something called an abnormal. I don't know. He doesn't care about risks or danger. I'm not sure. He's going for the food. And so, of course, when that's happening, you get to a moment like this. I mean, I got to a moment like this, and I didn't think, I'm just like, oh, there's two of them. But maybe it's like they're just abnormals. You know what I mean? Yeah, but hold on. But it's like, wait. This one's here. Where did I see there was two of them? Where the hell did I see there was two of them? Oh, right here? I didn't see it here. I literally missed this panel right here, though. I really did. I missed this panel right here. Because he's in the fold. He was in the crease here. He was in the shadows. And then I got to here. When did I see it? I can swear just right here. And then it happens here, and I'm like, oh, there's two of them, and they're just flanking. I wouldn't have thought about anything. They're just aberrants, and then he's actually fighting another Titan. And then so boom. All right, what's happening? Because now we could just be an abnormal, a Titan. Why is it not fighting them or going after the people, but it's fighting another Titan? That's abnormal. That's abnormal, they would say. You'd think that what they would say, you know? One Titan is killing another Titan. Oh, and that head came clean off. That head is gone. Rejected cover proposal. Well, I mean, I'll say it now because I'm doing this whole thing in the sitting, so you can't spoil me. Well, you can if it doesn't reveal it here, but, you know, that's Eren. That's Eren. What I didn't expect is Eren would be this tall. That he would be the 15-foot, 10 to 15-foot Titan. I would have assumed it was like maybe some Hulk smash kind of serum and shit that the father would have been injecting in him is where I'm going with this right now. Don't spoil me. Honestly, if this does not happen in this volume, do not spoil me, because it could be something that's supposed to happen in Act 2B of the 4-volume plot. I'm not sure yet. It could be right here going into Act 3. Maybe we find out about it, and that's how we get the resolution, is we get the flashback of what this might be. But I'm saying it now because I'm all in one session. Okay, so here we go. We are now, I mean, we got the higher, I mean, we don't have, I don't think I'm at, so see how I'm not at the 75% mark, really? I'm more at the, like, 66% mark, so I'm not quite out of the higher stakes, in my opinion. We are still in the same scene here, going into this next chapter, Chapter 8, Roar. But it could be that the greater confidence schema part of it, that the pattern, is going to be her finding out that this Titan is Eren. It's the only way I could go with this in order for this to be a greater power, greater responsibility, and then greater confidence needs to come out of this from a collective arc, which means like this might go back to the group. The group maybe finds out. I don't know. But this needs to go the next level because it needs to still go wrong, right? So like I still need to go into a time of trouble pattern, which would be somewhere after this, possibly even at the end of this chapter or into the next one. We're going to have something has to go wrong, and then there has to be an epiphany. So if anything about this being Eren comes up, it might be at the epiphany stage. So after this chapter, at the end of this one. So let's find out. I'm just completely confused. I've never heard of one Titan attacking another. But I'm also slightly... Oh, they might just uplift it. Greater confidence. Because this scene looks to me like the fury of the human race incarnate. The fury of the human race incarnate. There's a big scream here. A screech. Eren coming in for the swing and the save. Mikasa, you fell because you ran out of gas, right? You injured? I'm fine. Hey, we've got to get a move on. This doesn't look good. We've got two 15-meter class Titans. 49 feet. Yeah, I said 15. I said 10 to 15, right? Feet. I said feet. Meters. No, that's right. They would only be like... That's not too tall, actually. That's okay. That makes more sense. Okay, no. That one Titan. Eh? Right in a fighting stance. It's like, come on. Whew. And holy shit. That is a swinging punch right there. That head is coming straight off. Like pop. Holy crap. It's like a children's batter. Like the baseball thing with the for like 4-year-olds. Okay, duck, incoming head, boom. Is this guy getting up or with a... Oh, his hand got destroyed in that punch. Yeah, but the hand would just regenerate, as far as I understand, right? Things just regen. Now, is his head regenning? Because he didn't do a clean cut? No, he did a clean cut. All right. He's looking at the 3 of them on the roof or what? It finished the job. Then it knew the weak point. Anyway, we've got to move before it comes over here. No. It's ignoring us. Even though it'd normally be attacking us by now. It's just abnormal. All we can say, it's one of the abnormals. They're going to bring it back out. That's why they... you do the setup, right? Anything you kind of want to seed in to what the story is going to be, you tried to put it in that first 15 to 25%. And then 2, you explore some of the details that are going to pay off. And then Act 2B is to just bring all the pieces together and take you into an Act 3. So... They're setting up all the pieces we need. But we got to hurry over to HQ. Everyone's fighting over there. Wait, Mikasa's out of gas? Hey, are you serious? What are you going to do from there? All right, well, I mean, Eren can give her a gas and he can just bail out. That's what I would do. What needs to be done is obvious. I don't have much left myself, but there it is. That's strategic, man. This is strategic, man. Hurry up and trade with me. It's got to be like this way. There's no point in me having it. But this time, use it wisely to save everyone. Led the way without taking responsibility. Taking responsibility? The second schema of the higher stakes pattern? I love when this shit works out, man. For everyone's lives. I didn't consider my duty and was careless with my one life. And I did that for personal reasons too. Alright. The maneuvering device still works. And I give you all my blades. Just let me keep this one. Oh, he keeps a small one from her? Or his? They each have a small blade? The one thing I want to avoid is getting eaten alive. Oh, so if he's inside, he just carves his way out or some shit. Oh, for himself? Oh, she grabs it and throws it away. Nice. Why? Armin, I'm not going to leave you here. Jesus, he went really dark there, man. I thought he was like this courageous, like, nah, if it swallows me, I'm going to carve its throat apart from the inside. That's what I would do. But you can't fly around carrying someone when there are Titans all over the place. There's no way we're going to leave you behind. Let's go. I'll carry Armin. Mikasa, you provide cover. Oh, I like this. No, don't. At this rate, I'm going to get more friends killed. We got to have an all is lost phase. This is the beginning of a time of troubles pattern. The schema I like to call all is lost. It's really this hopeless era, this hopeless point before the storm. Feels like it's panning out. Armin is going to be our voice for that subtextual narrative. Listen to me. I've got a plan. A plan? The 2 of you would carry it out. So wait, what was this, Armin? Is Mikasa saying this? Yes, I think so. The 2 of you would carry it out. So You two decide whether to do it or not. I think it's crazy, but oh, it's Armin. Okay, I was like, no, let this be Armin. I want this to be Armin's point because he's supposed to be. He has the intelligence, right? So he's gonna like. I want him to like lean into that more. Like he knows he's not the physical. We just got that. I mean, he's like, this is the strategy. The person talking, right? This is like, I can't do what you can do with my shit. So take my shit and do what you can do better than me. That's the tactician. And he has the intelligence, not the brawn. Cool. So use it. Let's see it. Let's see it in play. Even as I was talking this thing through, I'm like, oh no, don't make him Mikasa. Like I thought it was Armin. I was like, oh, don't make him Mikasa because you know manga does this thing where the arrows sort of point in a direction, but like in Western, it's like if you're putting the tail of it in a balloon like that, it's to the head that it's pointing. Like that tip right there would be pointing to the next. The closest head, you know, so you don't assume it's passing this person to go to Armin. Whereas in Western, you know, they would put the balloon or whatever, they work it out so that the arrow itself would be clearly pointed at him. You just sort of have to follow along. With manga, you just sort of have to roll with it and piece it together as you go. So I'm glad that turned out to be Armin. I think it's crazy, but and then we got the. Man, this redrawn scene 4 times. Huh? It's like, could you imagine getting all these pieces right? I'm not going to go back. No, I am curious. It's like, because it's almost like a flashback of like a moment frozen in time. Like, right, you see them here. It's one guy with a hand through the window. Guy with a hand through the window, right? You got a guy, okay, and it's not exactly the same. You got these two leaning over this way, and you got this one leaning. Okay, it's not exactly the same, but it really did feel like it was the same. Okay, but it's not. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so okay, that's them. I assume moving. Like these things right now feel like it's like movement, or it's like moving to another. Where did I get that feeling? It's like we're moving a scene. Like because I don't know what these marks mean. I think I got because they're screaming here, and there's like a motion line here with these things, and I don't know if that's like a word in kanji, but they write scree over it, and I'm just not catching. Like I don't know, but these look like that might be a kanji, like extension of a kanji or something like that. I'm not sure. Anyways, this feels like it's a movement of something. It happens here too, and here. Or is it just noise? It's like the bells, or is it the bells ringing? The alarms. It's right here as well, coming from him down to here, and it's carrying your eye into these 2 panels here. So it's like a motion line, but okay, I thought it was like passage of time or something. Okay, it could just be like an alarm going off in the background or something like that. Okay, I can't even. Get close to the headquarters unless I'm prepared to sacrifice myself. Okay, so we do have... Shit, he's out of gas. Okay, so he gets stuck here. He's getting grabbed. Now, is this this is a no-namer? Could be... Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel like that's going to be a no-namer. head and mouth. Tom, we're coming to get you, buddy. Don't. It's too late. No, squash. What the hell? He's coming in. Oh no, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure he's done. Oh, and he just got grabbed. So it could be no namers giving us context of things going south. Just grab this one right here. That's an arm that's gonna get ripped for sure. Or is it? I don't know. Can you make it out of this one? Is that a no namer or is that our? That person doesn't look familiar to me. So they're all watching this go down. This is our group. I think they're watching another squad get wrecked right now. Head straight for HQ while the Titans are occupied over there. So they have to sacrifice these ones to like move, I think. Because otherwise they waste the gas, right? You got to beeline it. That was the plan. You got to beeline it. Don't waste your... It's unfortunate, but sacrifices, I guess, had to be made. Now or never. Either way, if we run out of gas, it's over. Everyone charge. Oh no, they're going for the Titans. Oh, they're going to use up the gas here for the Titans and then make their way to the HQ on foot because they'll burn it all out here, right? So down they go. I mean, I'm pretty sure the other ones bit it though. Going in. Oh no, it was a beeline. They just have to get through the chaos of the basically wall of Titans in their way. He makes it through. This is Braun, right? Pretty sure. All right. They're all smashing through. How many of us made it? Using the deaths of our comrades. How many died on my signal? Hiding. You two. You're the supply squad, right? Oh, shit. Stop it, Jean. I see it says Jean. It's their fault. They left us in the... Oh, shit. More people died than necessary because of you bastards. The Titans invaded the supply point. There was nothing we could do. Doing something about it is your job. Yeah, it's just, you know, they didn't have... This is their first... Probably their first rodeo here, you know? Okay, someone's Titan smashing through. Things are going to shit, right? Like I said, right? With time of trouble. We got the villain triumphant is what I call the schema. Oh shit, the video has been glitching. Anyways, it's where it looks like they're about to lose everything. Like the Titans are gonna get the upper hand and literally reaching their hands into the belly now and they're wrecked. There are too many people gathered in here. Where did Mikasa go? Stop. We can't all get out of here at once. Mikasa ran out of gas and got eaten on her way here. Okay, they're all panicking. This is normal. This is reality. He's grabbing his gun. Okay, what is it? Or something. His shooter? His blade? What was I chasing? A dream? A vision? I should have known better. This is reality. It's simple, really, when you think about it. There's just no way to beat these gigantic things. That's a time trouble. Yeah, all is lost, bros. This is the feeling. It's all the appropriate timing. So, and then kablamo! Here comes giant fisticuffs, ripping off heads, taking names, ripping. Who cares what the names are dead? There's no names to take. Wait, what the hell is that? And then smash. She comes in, and here we go. Here's the epiphany. Here's the epiphany point at the end of this chapter, possibly. So here they come. He comes in, follows with Armin. We did it, Armin. Your strategy worked. Guys, that Titan is a fellow Titan killing anomaly. A fellow Titan killing anomaly. And on top of that, it has no interest in us. Mikasa and I eliminated the Titans around it and let it here where the Titans are swarming. If we play our cards right, we can use it to escape from here. Use a Titan? You're saying it'll help us? That's like a dream. It's no dream. I don't care if it's an abnormal or what. That Titan is going to continue its rampage here. Realistically, that's our best means of surviving. Here it is, the epiphany. Bam. That's it. That's a transition in Act 3. So we're in the last 20. Well, that's just less than 25% though. We carry that one over. It might carry over because you know, these being volumes, they're gonna want to do a cliffhangery kind of piece, right, to send us off into volume 3. So we're likely not going to get through the entire Act 3 phase. I would say the same was sort of true with volume 1, right? You get to the end, you're like, what? The way it ends, you're like, eh. There's usually there's like a final showdown pattern, but then no real ascension pattern. And the ascension is usually where you get your denouement, where you get your, like, you know, the story ends and you kind of get the slow drop, right? Where you just everything ties itself up in a nice tidy thing, but not when you're in a cliffhangery kind of situation like this, where sequential television or serialized comic books or manga. Current publicly available information, illustration of differences in body size. We have the soldiers, which are what's the human sized? Oh, the soldiers are. You mean the humans? The soldiers, the humans? Oh, Jesus. 5'7". We got the class. The class what now? They just call them, their size is their class. So 4 to 5 meter class, 13 to 16 feet, 15 meter class. All right, and then we have the Colossus Titan, which is over 50 meters because the wall is 50 meters. Got it. Estimated height, approximately 60 meters. All right, let's go. So Rampage begins. Final Showdown is usually a pattern that contains 3 schema, Minion Madness, Secret Weapon, all in. And I try to make these like terms as intuitive as possible for you to kind of get an idea of what this would entail, right? So Minion Madness is all shit hits the fan, as sometimes I'll call it that too. It's like all the pieces come together. All the pieces come together, all shit hits the fan, right? That's your Minion Madness. It's everything you've set up for this part, everything goes to shit here. And then I use a schema literally called Secret Weapon. It's usually something that sort of gets alluded to in subtext or hidden information in the first 2/3 or so, and then you're going to get a reveal here that's going to be your secret weapon, thing that turns the tides of battle, if you will. And we literally have that in what I believe is Eren Titan. It's episode 9. The beating of a heart can be heard. That's interesting because the scene with Mikasa over here literally started with a beating heart, and I wondered why. Right? So throb, and then oh shit, does that mean that the mom was pregnant, because then that's what the scene plan pays out here, is like she's basically, I mean, I don't see her hand on her belly or something like that, right? But she says something here which I didn't really have a connecting point to, which was this band must be passed down from generation to generation in our family. When you have a child, you'll bequeath it to him or her. She might have been pregnant. Maybe what that might have been. But throp. Anyways, I like that little callback there. It's very subtle. Unnecessary, right? But then it's the title of the chapter too. So we'll see. The beating of a heart can be heard. All right, so he's in straight up Street Fighter Mortal Kombat situation going on here. Okay, that hand is fuming. I guess it fumes when it regens or something. Or is it just like, does he well, that's the hand he punched with. So maybe he has a power up or something. Flaming fist. Let's see. It'll be okay. Rumble, rumble, rumble. That Titan's stronger than the average Titan. As long as it's throwing down with the other ones, the building itself should be relatively safe. How much do you three know about the Titan? Shouldn't we talk about that after we're out of harm's way? You've got to point safety first. Found him. Military police brigade supplies, although covered in dust. All right, well, now they're going to get all armied up. Yeah, here we go. Right? Final showdown. That's a pattern. Will buckshot really even do anything? Probably not. I mean, using guns against Titans. I think it's a lot better than having nothing. I don't know. Because, I mean, if you're not stopping to shoot, you're running. You're focusing on running. And not getting 8. Not getting 8. Anyways, and even with this degree of firepower, it isn't impossible to incapacitate the 7. Oh, I see. Incapacitate the 7 3 to 4 meter class Titans that are occupying the supply room. I see. All right, fair enough. Is that Eren? Was that Eren talking? I want that to be Eren. Anyways, first we use the lift to lower the most of us from the center. Oh, that's kind of a cool idea. Those 7 Titans are normals. Next to people in the lift will fire the 7 Titans' faces simultaneously, thus robbing them of their vision. And then, the next instant, will decide everything. It is Eren. Armin. I've been banging the names. Armin. 7 people hiding near the ceiling will swoop down in time with the firing and slash the Titans' vital spots. In other words, everything rides on this one attack. All of our lives are at stake. The point is for 7 people to kill 7 Titans in one stroke and all at once. The 7 people with the most athletic ability probably have the best chance of striking home. So they'll do the job. But the 7 people with the most athletic ability probably have the best chance. But I'm sorry, you'll have to bear the burden of everyone's lives on their shoulders. All right, no problem. The risk's the same, no matter who does it. If one fails, everyone fails. So let's bring it all together. That was the theme I was talking about at the end of Act 1, right? The thing that I felt like they were driving towards is like split apart. They're all weak and they're all fallen. They're all seeing their peers fall before them. But together, they could do something. And bringing the pieces together, Eren, God damn it, Armin, at the beginning was distraught. And that's his arc, right? You bring him back full circle and you have the reverse pattern. And then with Mikasa, kind of, again, going kind of loose cannon, but then having to become a leader, or I mean, she's not a really good one in terms of her vocabulary, but you know, it still brings it together. And I thought the itchy nose was only a curse from the old home, but no, as I get into the 1.5 mark, 2 hour mark, my nose starts to itch like crazy when I'm trying to speak to all of you. Man, anyways, let's move on. So, okay, they're going to go forward with it, but is my plan really our best option? So he's second guessing himself. We've got to go with it. This isn't a time to think of anything else. Besides, I think we're all tapped out of gas. So we just need to throw ourselves into this one, heart and soul. The heart theme coming back into play. It'll be okay. Have confidence, she says. Have confidence, she says. You have the ability to lead people to where they need to go. It was when. You're just not aware of it. But I'll tell you more later. All right, we're going to have a carryover here. Okay. okay. But will we even be able to get vertical maneuver? here. Sure, we can do it. Look at the enemy here. It doesn't make a difference how big they are, and it's always the back of the neck. Okay, length 1 meter. All right, down we go. All right. Or you can stick this up their assholes. That's their... What? What? That's their other vital spot. Wait, are you joking? I didn't know that. So there are 2 ways? This is the first I've heard of it. Oh, Rainer, those could very well be your last words. Let's think them wisely. Don't have people try this shit. They're dead because of it. It's okay. Still the same number of them. We're going through with this. Oh, I thought they were all going to be pointing in different directions. I mean, they got to point in whatever direction they're in. These fools are in. Oh, okay, there we go. They are pointing in different directions. Calm down. Let's get closer. I'll start to sweat. Ready. Aim. Fire. Kablamo in the face. Burn away their eyes. We have to avoid fighting them if we don't want to let even one person die. We have to avoid fighting them. This one stroke has to finish it. You got all the athletes going in. Got it. Kablamo. What about everyone else? Kablamo, kablamo. So it's not like a horizontal. It's like you just gotta get that line. You gotta sever the line, or whatever the hell it is that's in that piece right there. Sasha and Connie, hurry. They need backup. Okay. We might have a problem here. We might have a problem here. Really sorry for what? Really sorry for suddenly stabbing you in the back. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Oh no, I like her. Don't take her away from me. God damn it. Okay, here they come. Wait, they're taking him out of the legs or something? Bam. Mikasa, you saved my life. Are you hurt? No, thanks to you. Okay, so we're good. I like her. Don't do anything to her. She must be protected. That was too close. So we're in the last slice here. So let me talk about Act 3 real quick, especially the second half of Act 3. There's a pattern I call Ascension, and one of the first schema here is Face Off. It's that the protagonist, this is where the hero confronts the antagonist head on. Now the antagonist here is all the Titans here, but I feel like what they could do here is that you also have like the second schema in the last half of Act 3 is what I call Out with the Old. And so it really becomes whatever you learned, whatever you knew before, everything has flipped upside down. It's changed. Like your world has transformed in front of you, and they already have that because we have this Berserker Titan that is not like the other Titans. So there's a rule in play here that's not like anything that they've experienced before, and then that gets us the resolution. And so now, like I said, this is kind of cliffhanger-esque, so this might not give us that conclusion. But the conclusion could be what I feel like they're alluding to here, which she takes off to go up here, is that she really wants to get another view of this Berserker because she feels like there's a connection there, and I think deep down she feels that it's Eren or something like that. I'm not sure, but that's what I feel like the narrative would go and should go, and subtextually it is, but we're talking like from the perspective of the character, in the reality of the character. Does she know this? No, it's a feeling, it's a sensation, right, of it, because she has a connection to Eren, right? So the blood sibling is the way that I kind of see it at this point, and she feels that she has that connection, and I think she's kind of letting that thread drive her into getting the answers, and that will take us into that resolution phase for her, but for him as well, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how we'll flip the page, and we'll find out soon enough. So Mikasa, if we don't get out of here soon, that Titan Ulp. Okay, so they basically got. I mean, the Titans are now fighting back against the Titan that's berserking, right? So I mean, the other Titans have like smartened, like they're like, what the hell is this shit? So we got cannibalism. So is that a common thing of Titans? His body can't regenerate. I thought if we can somehow solve the mystery of that Titan, it could become an opportunity to help us find a way out of this hopeless situation. But I agree. If it gets eaten, the whole thing will be over without us understanding a damn thing. Let's eliminate the ones that are... Okay, that makes sense. This is where I'm going, so I don't need to read it out loud. I know where it's going. Remember... Rainer, are you insane? No. This has to be the way. able to escape this death trap. They're kind of stuck either way, right? So they got to make a call. But what about the possibility that the Titan could become an ally? Don't you think it would be a weapon more powerful than any cannon? An ally, you say? Is that what you're suggesting? Oh shit, here it is. Oh, what? Isn't that the abnormal that ate Thomas? The abnormal that ate... Oh, he's gonna... Oh shit. So he's gonna do something stupid? The abnormal that ate Thomas. The abnormal that ate Thomas. Alright. He's fighting. Here's... Oh, his arm is gone. Oh yeah, he's getting wrecked. Alright, okay, but he's going for it as well. Chomp chomp. Chomp chomp. Chomp chomp. Crunch. Crunch. Oh god. Oh god, I don't even know what's going on right now. Like, which parts of him still exist? Is this head missing? Is his head missing? His head's not missing, is it? Wait. No, his head's right there. He's got the other guy in the neck here. Oh, he's flinging him like a dog. Like, ah, away you go. Okay, it just is very hard to see in the art there, but... Alright, and then right here is... He's got no arms, but he's basically fighting with his mouth. Jesus, Murphy. Oh. 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 Does he still have the head in his mouth? There's like a head rolling on... I don't know. Maybe I'm not clear. Oh, maybe it's that. It's the Titan's head. He rips the Titan's head here. Flings this one. Titan head. What was that about helping again? Okay, so they didn't even have to get in there. Oh shit, here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. This could be it. And I like that the whole group is here to witness this, right? That was like, could it be a weapon for us, right? Not surprisingly, looks like it burned itself out. So seen enough. Let's hightail it. There's no way that monster's on our side. Titans are titans. Hey. Shit. Bam! Bam! Oh. I don't know if I would have done that, though. Hold on. Right? Because he's like a new Titan here, but then he's got clothes on. I wouldn't have done that. Leave him like Hulk style. Like, everything rips off. Like, what the hell does that even mean? Oh, shit. He's like in giant Eren mode, too. What the fuck? Oh, shit. Wait. I'm so confused by the art right now. Is she... What? The skin of the Titan, I think... Oh, the Titan falls. He's in the middle of the Titan. He's coming out of the back of the Titan. What? So like a whole Titan body gets burst around him? He's just at the core of it. He's like the heart. The fuck? Okay, so he doesn't really transform. But then look at, she's running to this body here. Look at the size of the... Oh, he's in here. That's what I was fucking up. That's the Titan body. He's literally... Okay. I'll roll with that. I'll roll with that. You got swallow. Okay. Oh, so the Titan doesn't regen. But then he regens inside it? Yeah. Does he have a... What, does he? No, is his arm missing? Did he get his arm back? Did he get his arm back? Oh, shit. Oh, did they intentionally didn't show us that shit, huh? Is that what we're doing? Does he have... Oh, yeah. That's his leg. A clever little art design, maneuvering the art in just a way to like really mess with us. I forget which arm it was. I think it was this one. Okay, so we have an arm back here, and then we have the foot back here. I'm sure that, I mean, I could just flip the page, and I'm sure I'll see everything I need to see, but I gotta like suspend myself. I saw his arm. Oh. So sorry, like we're severed. But they're here. Eren was swallowed then by a Titan. What the hell happened to you? Well, that's neat. I mean, I still expected it, but it's still kind of nice to see how they tied it all up, and that they didn't make this a cliffhanger. They made this a cliff stopper. This is it. It gets closure here, and then continued in volume 3. Then Eren did all this. Our battle has just begun. Thank you for reading. See, because like here's the I'll talk about that a little bit because it happened in volume 1 as well, where I got to the end. It's like, and it happened in some other, I forget which book it was, but it's like, you know, that the mangaka are aware that they have basically one, how I perceive it, like they have one volume to really sell the concept out there, right, to an audience, and then if it does well in the app or whatever, or in the magazine, Shonen magazine, and then it goes into the Shonen app, and then it becomes collected editions. In any case, when it does well, then they get more. They can do more. So the real world ramifications of this doing well is that they basically got signed on to do a bunch of to close like maybe a loop, to close a larger arc, and then see how that does, and then tell a bigger arc. It really was the ascension pattern. I mean, right to the end, it might have felt a little bit. I mean, I'd have to count the pages, and I don't need to do that with all of you, although that is fun to do as well, to see just if it literally nails the page count. But the last, all of Act 3, or that was the second half of Act 3, I felt like could have been longer than this, like the face-off out with the old. It might have been the last chapter here. I mean, yeah, I mean, sure, let's do this real quick. It's very modular, right? You can do the 4-part system inside just the chapter, but you'd be able to do it in the volume. And in theory, my speculation is that I'm going to be able to do this across 4 volumes as the full arc. And we'll see if that's true. Anyways, let me do this real quick. So if I split this in half right here, right? I'm not going to have to count the pages, but if I split that in half, then I have the first half of Act 3 is going to be the final showdown, or the Minion Madness kicks off. It's the Minion Madness kicks off, and that's what we're getting here. They're going to come up with a plan. We're going to have the secret weapon. Now, the secret weapon is that, I guess, Eren Titan is out there blocking them all, or tying them all up so that they can make this plan and go down. Takes us to the all-in pattern where they all have to come together, which we literally get in a setup here. So the point is for 7 people to kill 7 Titans in one stroke and all at once. So that's your setup for all-in. That's the strategy, the plan. They come in shooting. They got to go in slicing. Everyone's got to slice together. We're going to hit to the pinnacle, which would happen in this. It's usually on something goes wrong, right? So we have, God, come on, she's my favorite. Stop this. We have Sasha running into some trouble here, and we have the Ascension. So the second half of your Act 3 is the Ascension. Is like everything kind of like turning around and going in their favor. In Ascension, we have the face-off. The face-off is, of course, they have to get through this hurdle, this last challenge. Now, we didn't really get a face-off in per se of a fight, right? But the face-off did happen in the sense that now we find out that, I mean, he's one of ours. He's Eren, right? So the face-off was with Eren against the other Titans. And did he need the other help? No, he didn't. Because the face-off, the Ascension pattern is where ascending, the character is ascending at this point into something else, into a whole different being, like literally in the story. He is ascended into a whole different thing. It's some anomaly. And then it's out with the old is the schema, the second schema in that pattern. Out with the old is you basically say, holy shit, this is different. These rules don't match. Out with the old is like literally happening, literally in this story. This is the exact, like to the T. It's the antagonist is defeated. Now that's the Titan, of course. And in this case, the old world is left behind. So again, the rules that they all knew that something's messed up here because Eren, our boy, boom, ascended. And then we have a resolution. Boom. Resolution is just the softest way you can end a story in a non cliffhanger. Is that there's an acceptance of that changed reality, and that's of course told to us from the perspective of Mikasa, who hugs Eren as kind of like an acceptance of that, the new part of the story. And I in a meta narrative way, you know, our battle has just begun. And that's kind of like the end of this is always like it could be something else. Like another world has now can be birthed from this story. Other stories can be told from that new starting point. And that's volume 2. My nose curse is still in effect, strongly in effect. I feel like sneezing all the time. I am. This took me just over 2 hours to read one volume, so obviously this doesn't scale very effectively. It's okay now because I'm kind of entering the weekend, and I really felt like returning to this series, and so I feel like I might do more this weekend. I might try to do all of them this weekend. I might be speaking crazy here, but right now I didn't think that I thought the nose thing was an analogy to my last home's basement, something in the air, but I feel like it's just me talking. I think something dries up or something, like something's crazy, and I got a lot of allergies in general, but this feels like a strange one that is unfortunate because, you know, it creates a scenario where I have to edit more because as I'm reading, I'm scratching my nose and I'm trying not to sneeze, so I'm pinching it and shit, and I'm trying not to leave that all in. I know it's just kind of behind the scenes shit at the end of this because who cares at this point? Just so you know why I can't leave more in, of course, is because I don't need to be like doing this while I'm talking, like when I'm reading the book with my hands in front of my face, so I can't even read the panels. Anyways, I don't know why I had to leave that in. I could have cut all that out, but I'll probably leave it in just for context. Anyways, why I can't do these back? I'm like, what was my point though? I had a point. My point was, I wouldn't. If I wanted to sit down and do these for 5 hours, I looks like I have a 1 hour and a half limit, and my nose starts to freak out. And so I'm gonna see if I can do one, or I might have to do them in parts. I'll do like half of one and then half later on. And I'll stitch them together, and for all of you, it won't really matter. But it might mean that I might not be able to do them all in one sitting, which is the way I like to do things more, especially like this, where I'm deconstructing holistically, and trying to keep moving on the pattern, so I don't get completely intertwined with the patterns, but I try to sprinkle them in as I go. And I do have my patterns kind of checklist in front of me now, just to help me kind of through that, so I don't have to get stuck while talking my way through that, because I do want to make this series more about that. And with repetition, you'll hear these pieces come up a lot more often as I go, and then they'll make sense to you, and then we'll get more shorthand as we go, right? Because it's the first couple episodes of this is like people kind of getting assimilated to the new language that I might be throwing at them in terms of these narrative patterns. But again, the more I do it, and the more people that stick around for these entire series, you're going to start to pick up on it as well, and you'll start to anticipate it. You might have your own speculations along the way. Maybe the stuff you read, you'll be able to apply this to the stuff that you read, right? It was a lot of fun. It was a great return back to the series. Can I say I was surprised about how it turned out? No, I did feel like that is exactly where it needed to turn out. How it went about getting there, that would be my surprise, is I didn't anticipate it getting to a point where he was literally inside a giant, one of the, like a giant, whatever they call them, the 15-meter titans, you know, and that he was in the middle of it, and he was acting as its heart, I suppose, or soul, or I'm not sure where they can go with that, but I'm sure they can go somewhere with that. But I was not anticipating that an entire titan would go around him. Wait, oh, wait a minute, wait, or did he get? He was in the titan that swallowed him, and then he took the titan over as its heart. That might you don't have to spoil me, because it just dawned on me that I don't remember. I could just look it up. I have it right here, and I flipped open to the page right away, which is crazy. It's like I had this planned. I did not. The bearded titan swallowed him. Maybe he gets inside it, and then I don't know, man. I'm not. That's like a story I think they're gonna have to tell us. They're gonna have to flashback, and we're gonna see maybe volume 3 would be where they explore this, because they're going to be asking a lot of questions of what the hell was that, right? So if you think of volume 3 as our 2B, going to be the higher stakes and time of trouble patterns would be our volume 3, which is the one with the higher stakes as of responsibility, the power, responsibility, confidence, and then all is lost, villain, triumph, and epiphany. So it's going to be volume 3 is like we get the answer behind it. Like maybe we find out, in my opinion, it's going to be something to do with the father and some basement and some key around the neck, which got brought up here. And so that pattern needs to come back around in an Act 2B, which would be our 3. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I'm thinking about it. It's modular. And I have to scale and I jump around as I go. But that's the fun part of me being able to speculate along the way and then talk to you about, like, you know, even if it's trying to surprise an audience, you know, even though I don't get fully surprised. Like for me, the interest is in seeing how the storyteller gets to those points. It's not that the point is going to happen, if that makes sense. I might speculate correctly on the point happening, but I don't know how the writer will get there. And I like to see how the pieces get put together so that there's an insect on my table, which I'm sorry, bro, but if you want to survive, you can't be in the shot. No one saw that, right? No one has to see this demise. I am the Colossus Titan, and you are in my home, and you cannot be here. Into the gravesite you go. I'm sorry for that distraction. In any case, I don't know what I was talking about. My nose is very itchy. Thank you all for showing up, and of course, I look forward to coming back to a volume 3. Of course, these will happen more frequently. I promise you this. This time around, I will be treating manga delves the same way I treat video games. If I start them, I do want to finish them, and I will treat them all with that same level of commitment. Okay, so there you go, and of course, I will catch you as always in the next stack of videos. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire. Ready? Peace.